Yo, what's up, guys? Alex Baker for Stokastic here. Got a little Thanksgiving slate action, and I'm going to be using some of the tools to build some awesome lineups here. So, 3-game slate. This one's really tricky because you got Buffalo, who's matched up against Detroit. It's the highest team total so far this year because Detroit, they're playing a dome. Their defense is quite weak. So, you got more than a 50% chance that Buffalo's top stack, more than 35% chance that they're the top value. Also, very high owned. So it's really tough to get away from the chalk this week. But if you look elsewhere, like, okay, Detroit, 9% owned, 15% top value, 15% top value on a 6-team slate, not bad. And the fact that the ownership's pretty low is kind of intriguing. And then going down the list, New England. They're never a team that seems to have outlier passing marks, but it's a 3-game slate, so there's a possibility you don't need that many points to win it. So that's kind of interesting. Minnesota, of course, with Jefferson, he's awesome. So, all right. So what I've been having the most success with here, going to Lamp Generator, doing 2-man stacks. You definitely don't need to run back on a 3-game slate because the chance of a shootout is low. And then what I've been having the most luck with is, I think I just clicked all lineups, but I've been having more luck with the contrarian setting here for this particular slate. So this is gonna, be what typical lineup looks like. Josh Allen, Diggs, McKenzie, all good players. You got KJ Osborne here, a little bit of a lower owned play. A very solid projected lineup. BC, the lineup ownership 282, pretty chalky. So maybe I should have saved that one for a reference point. But this one, okay, the ownership's a lot more contrarian. You got Lawrence Cager. This lineup's going to be really interesting because you got TJ Hawkinson and Lawrence Cager, so double tight end. There's not a ton really cheap value, so your win condition is Hawkinson has a very high score, and you need that value piece in Cager to get there. It's kind of a unique build that I don't feel like many people would reach normally, so I think this is good. No Detroit run back. That would be a little bit more contrarian, so I think I'll save this one. And then, I always like to stack up 3 different QBs here, so no thanks. Let's try to find some non-Josh Allen lineups. Dak. We got Tony Pollard and Noah Brown. So fading CD Lamb. A little bit of an interesting build because I imagine most lineups with Prescott will have CD. And then we have a decent amount of correlation because we got 2 players. On a 3-game slate, I feel like maybe you want to double stack, but have maybe 3 players, even where instead of I'm trying to think of how to exactly pull this off, but if I could throw in Michael Gallup in this lineup, that makes it even more intriguing. But another option, you just throw in the Dallas defense, and you're fading. Okay, Dallas, they're playing Giants. Always get mixed up here. Okay, so you throw in the Dallas defense. A lot of people are going to be running it back, and if you have the Dallas defense, it's a little bit more interesting, where that constraint is going to eliminate a lot of your competition, and the defense has a good day. It doesn't need to do exceptionally well to be in the winning lineup necessarily. Plus, if they get some turnovers, that could turn into a lot of touchdowns for Dallas. All right. Let's continue. Getting a lot of Josh Allen. I think that is probably the best way to go. So, okay, this is kind of more what I'm thinking. You got the Dallas stack, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown. and the ownership's a little bit lower. You got Noah Brown and Brock Wright, who are low owned. This is kind of a interesting lineup. So I'll just save this one, and then we'll come back and review the three. Before we get to the last lineup, I want to mention that we got a special promo going on for Thanksgiving. Use the promo code THANKS. You get a free week, or you get a week-long subscription for only $5. So it's a massive discount. Really what we're expecting. You'll get in here. You'll try out the tools. You'll win some money. And, I think these tools pay for themselves plus more. So that's how we're hoping to get you to stick around. So use this promo code THANKS. Jump on the lineup generator. Jump on the top stacks. Get all the great tools here. All right. Let's do a third lineup. Getting a lot of... Oh, Mac Jones. Here we go. Mac Jones. Definitely contrarian. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the lowest owned QB on the slate. You got Hunter Henry, Jacoby Myers. So Jacoby Myers definitely can get you there. Rhamondre Stevenson's been a great player recently. So kind of like this. Still have some exposure to Buffalo. So what you're hoping here, Josh Allen has a big day, but Mac Jones, it just creates that value you need. Almost kind of like pivoting from Gabe Davis in this lineup to someone not on Buffalo, because when you have Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs to win the slate, you probably need Josh Allen. But I feel like with a pivot or two, we could get there with this lineup. So I'll build some more here. It does seem like the tools are heavily favoring Josh Allen, which is not... Oh, shoot. Not a surprise. Dak, also a fantastic player, Okay, Kirk Cousins. Now we're talking. I know he's not been good in primetime games, but what about Thanksgiving game? All right, Kirk Cousins, TJ Hockenson, Thielen, Vikings defense. I like this because I feel like I kind of like stacking QB defense together in the 3-game slate. It's a contrarian move that I don't think hurts you at all. And then kind of got Buffalo, Dallas. I think this is pretty solid. So let's save this. And then let me go to my saved lineups. Got this Josh Allen lineup, all around 136 per fantasy points, all around the same ownership. So this is just showing you can get like away from the chalk here, the chalk stack with Josh Allen, and still keep like a really good projection, really solid ownership. So I think this is going to be how I approach the slate, is like, okay, if I go Josh Allen, I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit with who I get with him. If I go to the other players, 15% ownership on a QB, 3-game slate, it's like we've seen guys on the full slate have that kind of ownership. So it's pretty interesting. Guys, let me know what you think of this Thanksgiving slate. And use that promo code THANKS for the $5 first week of every sport. That's massive value. And if you could hit the like button, greatly appreciate that. And good luck this week.